Hello, welcome back to another Wise and Virtuous. My name is Denise. Today I'm going to talk to you for just a few minutes about wisdom in relationships. And now, if you have watched any of my videos, you will recall that at the end of every one, I quote Proverbs 4:7, which says that wisdom is the principal thing, so get it. Get wisdom. But in all of your getting, make sure that you get an understanding. And I do that because wisdom is the paramount thing. Wisdom is crucial to any success that we might have in this life. And so it's important to exercise it. And now, James 1:5 tells us that if any man lacks wisdom, he just needs to ask God for it, and God will give it to him liberally or generously without finding fault. So we have no excuse for not being able to make biblically sound decisions in life, especially when it comes to relationships and marriage. Because God has said that He will give it to all men who ask Him for it. And now, many, unfortunately, don't ask when it comes to relationships. They just don't ask God for wisdom, or they don't ask anyone for advice. Maybe because some people think that they may know everything that they need to know when it comes to that relationship or that person. And they may feel like they don't need anyone to tell them that this person is the one. Or it could also be that because we are still living in this flesh, it may just be that the person has not yet learned to really die to themselves, to their fleshly desires and wants. And they may already know, God may have already spoken to them that that's not the right person or it's not the right time, but they're not willing to give it up. They're not willing to give that relationship up. And so they may forego any type of premarital counseling or any type of advice or wisdom that is being presented to them because they don't want to hear what they already know, really, deep in their hearts. That is that they need to give up that relationship. They don't want to hear that. And that's foolish. It's foolish to bypass that wisdom. The Bible tells us there is wisdom in a multitude of counselors. And that's what premarital counseling is. If you're in a good Bible-believing church that God has led you to, before you make that life-changing decision of marriage, or even just getting serious with someone, you need to take advantage of the wisdom that is there in that body of believers, or those that you know that are walking with God and have wisdom. And now Proverbs 1:7 tells us that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, yet fools despise wisdom and instruction. And that would be a perfect example of someone who is being foolish, someone that is ignoring that type of wisdom and advice when it comes to a serious relationship or entering marriage, thinking about entering marriage. And so wisdom is necessary, and wisdom is important in life. And now Proverbs 16:16 tells us that wisdom and insight are better than silver and gold. Wisdom and insight, yes, are better than all the money in the world, essentially, silver and gold. Yet many people enter into these potentially life-committing relationships without asking for it. Ephesians 5:15 and 16 says that, "Be careful how you live, not as unwise but wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil." Last, I want to leave with you Proverbs 19:20. It says, "Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end you will be counted among the wise." So I hope that today you will take heed to this message of wisdom, especially if you are either in a relationship or considering becoming seriously involved with someone in marriage or engagement, and that you will allow this short word to speak to your heart, and you'll receive the wisdom, godly wisdom, that's available to you, so that you can have a successful marriage and successful relationship. I do thank you for joining. My name is Cnice. Again, this is The Wise and Virtuous. I appreciate your like and subscribe if you liked what I said today. And again, remember, wisdom is the principal thing, so get it. Get wisdom. But in all of your getting, make sure that you get an understanding. Again, thank you and many blessings to you.